Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Friday, the 12th of February 2021, and today is the beginning of Chinese New Year. So happy Chinese New Year, everybody. First up, boys and girls, we're going to correct our sequencing on Over the Moon, page 76. You had to illustrate the main scenes of the story Becoming a Hurler. The first one, where Tom was in the sports shop getting his jersey and helmet, was done for you. Next, you should have written something about the problem. What went wrong in the story? Well, Tom wasn't as good as he had hoped at learning his new hurling skills. You could have written the word hurley here, trainer. Next was the resolution. Luckily, his friend Dara helped him practice his new skills and he became better and better. Finally, Tom was chosen to be part of the team. He actually even scored a point. Dara was so proud of him that he high-fived him, and you could hear Dad's screams from out of space. So if you drew anything like these pictures here, well done, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed the story. Next, boys and girls, I want you to write a simple book review about becoming a hurler. I want your first sentence to be, the title is Becoming a Hurler. And remember, B for becoming and H for hurler get capital letters because it's a title. Your second sentence should be, the author is. Well, who's the author? Carol Fallon. And remember, boys and girls, full stops at the end of your sentences, please. Third sentence, the best part was. So tell me what you think the best part of the story was. Then I want you to draw a picture of your favorite part of the story and draw how many stars out of 5 you would give the book. Remember, boys and girls, these sentence stems are here for you, and some of the spellings of words that you'll be using are on the front cover, but the rest of the words I really want you to try your best to sound them out using your phonics skills. Can't wait to see what you write, boys and girls. Next up, senior infants, it's time to correct yesterday's work. So, in your spell well, cl match with ub to make club. Club. C-L-U-B. Fl matched with ag to make ag. Flag. F-L-A-G. F-L-A-G. Sorry, my A went a bit funny there. W matched with nt to make went. W-E-N-T. W-E-N-T. D-O matched with W-N because O and W are a special friend to make the D-ow-n, downward. And K matched with lip to make clip. Oops, sorry. This mouse gets away with me sometimes. Well done, boys and girls. Okay, boys and girls, in senior infants, it's time to start your spelling test. So if you open up your spell well on page 77, week 19, please. Write today's date, 12.2 up on top. And number 1, brim. Fill the glass to the brim. Brim. Number 2, club. I play hurling with my club. club. Number 3, flag. The Patrickswell flag is blue and yellow, and the Limerick flag is green and white, and the Irish flag is green, white and orange. Flag. Number 4, down. The opposite of down is up. Down. Number 5, brat. The boy who got everything didn't appreciate it, and he was a spoilt brat. Brat. Number 6, clap. Bula bus means to clap. Clap. Number 7, flap. The bird will flap its wings. Flap. Number 8, sent. I sent my grandma a Valentine's Day card. Sent. Number 8, went. I went to the post office to buy a stamp. Went. And number 10, flat. The opposite of bumpy is flat. Flat. Boys and girls, I'm just going to call them out in order, so check that you have them in the correct order. Number 1, brim. Number 2, club. Number 3, flag. Number 4, down. Number 5, brat. Number 6, clap. Number 7, flap. Number 8, sent. Number 9, went. Number 10, flat. Okay, if you need to pause, that's fine, but we're going to correct. So number 1, brim. Brim. The B-R-I-M. The word rim is in brim. Club. C-L-U-B. Club. C-L-U-B. Number 3, flag. F-L-A-G. Flag. The word lag is in flag. Down. D-ow-n. And if you remember, the word down rhymes with clown. Number 5, brat. B-R-A-T. The word rat is in brat. Number 6, clap. K-L-A-P. Clap. The word lap is in clap. Number 7, flap. F-L-A-P. F-L-A-P. Flap and clap rhyme. Number 8, sent. S-E-N-T. Sent. S-E-N-T. Number 9, went. W-E-N-T. Went. W-E-N-T. Went and sent rhyme. F-L-A-T. Flat. F-L-A-T. Flat. The word at is in flat. Give yourself a score out of 10 and then write your score into the back of your book and turn it into data. So remember, write your numbers in each square to show the score that you got, starting from the left, and then colour in your chart. Well done, boys and girls. Next up, boys and girls, as part of your oral language and art lesson, I want you to create at least one Valentine's Day card using any of these idioms. Remember, boys and girls, idioms are phrases or words which mean something different from its literal meaning. So remember when we said about Fred was the star of the show? It didn't actually mean Fred the bear was a star, dressed up like a star and he was standing on stage. It just meant that he was the best. Also, when it said Fred was on fire, it didn't mean like he was actually on fire. It meant that he was brilliant. He was doing great. So there's lots of different idioms that we can use to create lovely Valentine's Day cards. So I want you to pick your favorite Valentine's idiom from the list below. I want you to write it in nice, clear, big writing, and make sure your writing is dark so it can be easily read. I want it to stand out. And here's the list, and I want you to illustrate it as well, boys and girls. So number 1, I'm head over heels for you. That means that you really, really like somebody. Number 2, love is in the air. Number 3, I love you to the moon and back. Number 4, you are my sunshine. Number 5, you're out of this world. Number 6, I love you to pieces. Number 7, you make my heart flutter. Number 8, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And number 9, you make my heart race. Number 10, you stole a piece of my heart. And number 11, you're a hoot. And finally, number 12, love bug. On the next page, you'll see lots of different examples of how you can make cards using these idioms. So here you can see all the different Valentine's Day cards examples. So here up on the top left corner, love you to the moon and back. A rocket ship on a moon and lovely big black clear writing. Here we have a heart-shaped sky with clouds and a hot air balloon floating high in the sky, and it says love is in the air. Here we've got a lovely blue card folded over and the sun pops up as you open it, and it says Mom, you are my sunshine, and I thought this was really cute. They make the O's into love hearts. Here you've got butterflies where their wings are heart-shaped and their face is heart-shaped, and it says you make my heart flutter. Here again you've got another rocket. Remember the fins, just like we learned about during Space Week, and we've got the windows and we've got the exhaust flames here. And if you notice, the exhaust flames are actually handprints cut out, and it says you're out of this world. Here, somebody traced over their hand and folded that piece of paper in half, and then they cut it out. And in the center, you'll see a heart where the two thumbs meet. And the idiom here is, I love you to pieces. And inside the heart, they've broken up little pieces of paper and pasted them on. This is a very funny one, boys and girls. Do you see the boy? He looks so silly because he's head over heels about the girl. From here, they've drawn and cut out a heart and put their footprints on it. And where the bottom of your foot is, it's called the sole. And it says, I love you from the bottom of my heart to the tips of my toes. Another play on words you could have done here is you're my soulmate, because the bottom of your foot is the sole. Here's another foot picture actually. They've used a footprint to outline the shape of a racing car and then cut out circles as the wheels and a semicircle for the helmet, and it says you make my heart race. Here they have an owl with lots of hearts around it and heart-shaped wings, and it says you're a hoot. That's the one to send to somebody you think is very funny or a good laugh. Here they've used a paper plate and they've traced out the shape of a pizza. And instead of circular pepperoni slices, they have heart-shaped pepperoni slices. And it says, "You stole a pizza, my heart." For the idiom, "You stole a piece of my heart." And here finally we've got our ladybird, but instead of circular dots for the patterns, they've got hearts. And it says, "I've got the love bug." Now remember, boys and girls, ladybugs have 6 legs, so it should be 3 on the left side and 3 on the right. I cannot wait to see what you make, boys and girls. I know they're going to be very special. Please send in all the lovely photos so I can put them into a collage and post it on our class story to share. Hope you enjoy, boys and girls. Anish bucali agus Colini tá sé an am don Gaelga. This week we are learning our co-roll phrase, were you? On rev to. Repeat after me. On rev to. Your turn. The answer would be vi me. Your turn. Or ni rev me. Your turn. So, on rev to ag léim on trampoline. Bhí mé ag léim on trampoline. Or ní raibh mé ag léim on trampoline. On raibh tú ag dabhsa. Bhí mé ag dabhsa. Or ní raibh mé ag dabhsa. On raibh tú ag canna. Bhí mé ag canna. Or ní raibh mé ag canna. Senior infants and first class, I want you to practice these phrases after me. Bhí mé ag léim on trampoline. Your turn. Arís, bhí mé ag léim on trampoline. Your turn. Bhí mé ag dabhsa. Your turn. Arís, bhí mé ag dabhsa. Your turn. Bhí mé ag canna. Your turn. Arís, bhí mé ag canna. Bhí mé ag léim an trampoline. Bhí mé ag dabhsa. Bhí mé ag canna. Anish bucali agus Colini tá sé an am don Gaelga. This week we are learning our co-roll phrase, were you? On rev to. Repeat after me. On rev to. Your turn. The answer would be bhí mé. Your turn. Or ní raibh mé. Your turn. So, on rev to ag léim an trampoline. Bhí mé ag léim an trampoline. Or ní raibh mé ag léim an trampoline. An raibh tú ag damhsa. Bhí mé ag damhsa. Or ní raibh mé ag damhsa. An raibh tú ag canna. Bhí mé ag canna. Or ní raibh mé ag canna. Senior infants and first class, I want you to practice these phrases after me. Bhí mé ag léim an trampoline. Your turn. Arís, bhí mé ag léim an trampoline. Your turn. Bhí mé ag damhsa. Your turn. Arís, bhí mé ag damhsa. Your turn. Bhí mé ag canna. Your turn. Arís, bhí mé ag canna. Bhí mé ag léim an trampoline. Bhí mé ag damhsa. Bhí mé ag canna. Today, boys and girls, is your final day of your Fish Family Challenge, and what I want you to do today is running on the spot as your main exercise. So again, as you have been every day, remember to record your heartbeat for 10 seconds before you start any exercise, which is called your resting phase, after your warm-up, after your exercise, and after your cool down. And record your information on your bar chart here. Remember to colour in your bar chart nice and clear so that the information is really easy to read. And it's great if you colour in each part or each phase a different colour. It makes it stand out. Remember, the only exercise that you multiply by 6 is the exercise that you're doing that phase. So again, just say if your heartbeat was 30 after the first phase, you multiply that by 6, which would be huge and give you 180 beats per minute. Please send in any photos or any little quick videos of you doing your workout, as we'd love to share them with each other. And best of luck!